Hello and welcome to grammar class. Today's lesson is the subjunctive mood in English grammar. But first off, what is the concept of mood in English grammar? Well, I am going to give the definitions first and then explain the concepts with examples. You see, mood is the form or usage of the verb, the way we use a verb in a sentence that indicates the attitude or mood of the speaker, like a statement or a wish or a suggestion or a question or a condition, etc., regarding the action or state denoted in the verb. And the subjunctive mood is the form or usage of a verb that represents a wish or imagination or unreality or a prayer or suggestion, etc., regarding the verb's action or state. Obviously, we understand that the subjunctive mood expresses hypothetical or non-real actions or conditions. The subjunctive mood also indicates desirable but yet to be carried out actions or conditions. I understand these definitions may sound complex, so let me explain these concepts more clearly. You see, the subjunctive mood of a verb has two types: the present subjunctive and the past subjunctive. If you remember the forms of the subjunctive mood, you can understand the concept very easily. So first, let's learn the present subjunctive forms of verbs. And these present subjunctive forms remain the same for subjects of all numbers and persons. Whether the subject is a singular or plural noun, or a first person or second person or a third person pronoun, the present subjunctive form of a verb remains the same. And please remember, the present subjunctive form of verb be is be and not am, is or are. For all other verbs, the present subjunctive form is the base form or the first form of the verb. Remember, the fifth form or the s or yes form of the verb is not used in the present subjunctive mood. Up next, we are going to learn the various uses of the present subjunctive mood. In optative sentences, the verb has the present subjunctive mood to express a prayer or a blessing or a curse, etc. For example, in the sentence, may you live long, the verb may live is in the subjunctive mood expressing a prayer. In may God bless you, the verb may bless has the subjunctive mood. In the optative sentence, long live the king, the verb live is also in the subjunctive mood expressing a prayer. Moreover, the subjunctive mood is also used in certain phrases and expressions. For example, in come what may, the verb come is in subjunctive mood. In the expression so be it, the verb be is in the subjunctive mood. Similarly, the verbs in the other phrases or expressions on your screen also have the present subjunctive mood, as they express a wish or a prayer or an imagination, etc. The present subjunctive also shows a purpose. The verb may succeed is in the present subjunctive mood here. Moreover, the present subjunctive also expresses a suggestion or a request or a demand or a command or a prayer, etc., that is yet to be carried out. Hence, if we have verbs like demand, suggest, recommend, insist, order, pray, etc. in the main clause, then in the subordinate clause, the verb is in the present subjunctive mood. For example, in the sentence, she insisted that I hand over the prizes. The verb hand over in the subordinate noun clause is in the present subjunctive mood because the main clause has the verb insist. Then in the next example, after the verb suggested in the main clause, the verb be invited in the subordinate clause is in the present subjunctive mood. The committee recommended that he resign immediately. See here, the verb resign in the subordinate clause is in the first or base form and not in the fifth or s form, even though the subject is he. Why? Because the verb resign is in the present subjunctive mood here after the verb recommended in the main clause. I ask that students be completely silent during the demonstration. Here too, the verb be in the subordinate noun clause is in the present subjunctive mood after the verb ask in the main clause. In the next example, after the main clause it is necessary, the verb remain in the subordinate clause is in the present subjunctive mood. It was requested that the witness appear before the court. Here the verb appear in the noun clause is in the present subjunctive mood. And that's why even after the singular subject witness, we have used the first form of the verb appear and not appears. In the last sentence, we have an example of the negative present subjunctive. The doctor advised that he not smoke at all. Here not smoke is in the negative present subjunctive mood. The auxiliary verb do is not used before not in the negative present subjunctive mood. So hopefully you have understood the forms and uses of the present subjunctive. So now let's learn the past subjunctive. What are the past subjunctive forms of different verbs? The past subjunctive forms of modal verbs are their past forms such as could, might, would, etc. But the only form of verb be in the past subjunctive mood is were and not was. So remember, for all subjects of the sentence, singular, plural, first person, second person, third person, only were is used for verb be in the past subjunctive mood, not was. However, for all other verbs, any past tense may be used in the past subjunctive mood. So we understand that was is not used in the past subjunctive mood, but only were is used. We also know that the past subjunctive expresses usage or supposition. So for the present usage or supposition, simple past or past continuous tense is used, while for the past usage or supposition, the past perfect or past perfect continuous tense is used in the past subjunctive mood. Now see the various uses of the past subjunctive mood. To express a hypothetical supposition or imagination in the second conditional sentence, we use the past subjunctive mood. For example, if I were you, I would speak the truth. In this sentence, were and would speak are in the past subjunctive. The sentence, if only I were young again, expresses an imaginary wish. So were has been used in the past subjunctive mood here and not was. The past subjunctive is also used to express a hypothetical or non-real wish of the present after the verb wish. I wish it was Sunday today. In this sentence, the verb were has the past subjunctive mood. Here it expresses an unreal wish because today is some other day, it cannot be Sunday today. I wish I knew the answer to your question. The verb knew in the simple past tense is in the past subjunctive mood here. It expresses a present hypothetical wish of the speaker. In the last example, the verb could speak is in the past subjunctive mood. It expresses an imaginary wish of the speaker that he cannot realize at present. In addition, the past subjunctive is also used to express an unfulfilled or imaginary past wish. For example, I wish I had heeded my father's advice. In this sentence, the verb had heeded in the past perfect tense is in the past subjunctive mood. It expresses the speaker's wish for an action that was not done in the past. In the third conditionals also, the verbs are in the past subjunctive mood. Why? Because they express an unfulfilled past condition or wish and its hypothetical outcome in the sentence. For example, in the sentence, if you had driven carefully, you would not have met with an accident. The verbs had driven and would not have met are in the past subjunctive mood. And then the sentence, she wished she had been born rich, expresses the speaker's unfulfilled wish of the past. Hence the verb had been born is in the past subjunctive mood. There are certain expressions in English after which the past subjunctive mood is used. For example, after as if, as though, suppose, imagine, we use the past subjunctive verb. In the sentence, she talks as if she were a queen. The verb were is in the past subjunctive mood. Why? Because it expresses imagination. Similarly, after the expression as though, the verb had never seen is in the past subjunctive mood, showing unreality. And in the last sentence, after the expression suppose, the verb became is in the past subjunctive mood, showing imagination. After the expression it is time or it is high time, The verb in the following clause is always in the past subjunctive mood. It conveys a sense of urgency here. The verbs went and raged are in past subjunctive mood in these sentences. After the pattern would rather plus subject, the verb comes in the past subjunctive mood. The expression would rather indicates the speaker's preference or wish. For example, in the sentence, I would rather you traveled by car, the verb traveled is in the past subjunctive mood. It means I would prefer you to travel by car. In the last sentence, after the expression would rather and subject I, the verb kept is also in the past subjunctive mood for the same reason. So that's the end of today's class. Hopefully you liked the video. Please be sure to like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel for more grammar videos. Thank you.